Hey, this is Stop Stressing and Start Living with me, Dennis Crosby. And today's episode is for anybody who's ever chased something, gotten it, and realized it wasn't enough, or it didn't give them the feeling that they were looking for. Now, this was essentially my story. I was a hardcore achiever, and I was chasing after all the external things in life, the money, the influence, the significance, the building a big business so I could feel that I was actually worth a damn. Like, I was chasing all these things. And as I started getting some of them, not all, but some of them, all I found was once I got it, there was always the next thing that I wanted. I always wanted it to a larger level. And maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you once set an income goal or a career goal or an educational goal, whatever. And then when you got there, you realize that, okay, I'm making $5,000 a month now. Now I want to make $6,000, or maybe I want to make 10. My business does 100,000. Now I want it to do 200,000. I lost 5 pounds. Now I want to lose 20 pounds. Whatever. And I find that in most cases, that is always the case. Like, whenever you're seeking something to make you feel better, once you get it, you realize that the feeling doesn't come, and then you think that the next, getting it at a larger level is what's going to do it. And that's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for a very stressful life, a not ever truly feeling fulfilled, just chasing the next larger and larger thing. So that's what happened to me until one day I decided to make a change. And that change was, I decided that instead of searching for things externally, I was going to start giving them to myself internally. That led me to making 3 big changes. The first change was I realized that everything that I was searching for externally, all my goals, all my career paths, all the things that I wanted, I didn't want them because there was something inherently special about them. I wanted them because I thought they were going to give me a feeling. So I'll give you a simple case. I wanted to build a $1 million business. Like, that was a benchmark for me. And it's not because a $1 million business meant anything at all. It was because at that point I thought I would feel like I was a good businessman. Like, I would feel that validation that, okay, I'm good at this. I'm worth a damn. It was that feeling of self-worth that I thought I associated with the idea of building a $1 million business. And as I hit varying levels, I never crossed the $1 million threshold, but I crossed thresholds getting closer and closer to that. And nothing ever changed. I never felt any better. That validation never came. And I guarantee you, once I hit $1 million, it probably would have became 10 million after that. Like, it would have been an endless cycle of searching for that, when all I really wanted was the feeling of validation and feeling of being like I was a worthwhile businessman. So that was the first thing, realizing that everything I was chasing externally was really an internal feeling that I was seeking. The second thing was that if I wanted to have it, I realized nobody outside of me is going to give me that feeling of validation. I can't seek an internal feeling that I'm worth a damn from an external source. Like, a pat on the head is going to get it. I'm just going to need that next pat on the head every time I want to feel that feeling. So it would be a fleeting sensation that I'd be chasing. So instead, I decided that I was going to start giving that feeling to myself. That the only way I was going to ever get that long-lasting feeling of self-worth and self-validation was to give that to myself. And the third point that really allowed me to make this shift was the action of doing it. Of taking that step, figuring out how, first what I'm searching for, which in this term case we'll break it down to my having the goal of $1 million business, realizing that that was really the desire for self-validation, to feel like I was worth a damn. And then once you have that awareness, taking action of giving that feeling to yourself. Now, the way I gave it to myself was I sat down, I reflected, I wrote out all the things that showed me that I was worthwhile in business, that I was a good businessman, I was building something worthwhile. I started validating myself to myself, right? Like making a case like I was a lawyer, arguing to a jury why I am worth a damn. And in that process, I started to feel it. And not because anything had changed externally. I was still living the exact same life that I was before I started the exercise, but the feeling was coming because I was giving it to myself. And that's what I want you to take away from this, and that's what I want you to do today. I want you to pick one thing you're chasing externally, whether it be money, whether it be fame, whether it be significance, validation, whatever. Something that you're searching for externally. Figure out what the real emotion that you're seeking is. And the easiest way to do that is to imagine having completed it, and thinking, what do I feel now? And that's the emotion that you're searching for. Once you identify that emotion, figure out how you can give that to yourself. So whether you can do what I did, write on a sheet of paper why you already have those things, why you already deserve those feelings right now, because I promise you do. Or you could meditate on it, you could journal, you could go for a walk, whatever is your fancy. Like, do you. But figure out how to give yourself that feeling right now. Because I can promise you, whenever you get what you're chasing, it may give you that feeling for all of 5 seconds, but then you're going to be left back where you started. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you spending your time with me. I know time is our most valuable resource, and the fact that you're spending it with me right now is awesome. So I'll text you tomorrow. What day is today? Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. Take care.